ways to express the algebraic inequality, right? So for example, if my x is less than 4, right? If I want to say x is less than 4, one way to represent is using this symbol, okay? This is what we call as the algebraic representation. Then second is what we call it as a number line representation. The number line representation is like this. You can put a number 4 here, and you can showcase that x is less than 4, meaning that every number from here on is part of x less than 4. And your 4 is not included, meaning that you have to use the symbol, this open circle. Done? Okay? So this is algebraic expression, this is number line representation. And then now what we call it this one, set theoretic representation. So what we are trying to represent here is that here when it is x is less than 4, how do you represent it? Like the number is coming from minus infinity, right? So we write it like this. X is an element of, we write it as x is an element of, and then so wherever it is not equal, we use this open bracket. This small bracket, when we use it, means that this number is not equal to that. So it's starting from minus infinity, coming to 4, but it's also not equal to 4. So this small bracket is gonna represent every number between minus infinity to 4 is part of the solution here. So x is element of minus infinity to 4. And this open bracket represents it is not equal to 4, neither equal to minus infinity. So number cannot be equal to in minus infinity. So whenever we go to infinity and minus infinity, right, we use the open symbol. Have if we had changed this to say, for example, x is less than equal to 4, the expression would have been changed. Like this is our first algebraic expression. Then your number line representation would have been 4 is over here. Then you would be representing this, but then you will be using what we call as the this circle, which will be a darkened circle. Okay. And then thirdly, what you'll be using is a spherical representation. In this case, x is element of minus infinity. It's coming from minus infinity to 4. But here this will be a big bracket from this end. Right? So this end big bracket meaning that x is also equal to 4. So this meaning that it's also equal to 4. And minus infinity meaning that it's not equal to this. Right? Now using this you can do this now. So then they are saying that x is less than a or less than b. So the idea here is that you could have the line here, a is here, b is here. So how do you represent it on the number line is a to b, but either it's not even equal to a, not equal to b, but the number is between a to b. Okay, okay, this is what a is between a to b. Now the same thing can be represented as x is actually having the lower bound as a, upper bound as b, and both the end it is not equal. So this is what is showing a to b. Okay, a is not equal b now. Here it is showing it's equal to a and b as well, both. So how do you represent this a to b is? In this case, you will be representing this as this, and then two darkened circle over here to represent x is also equal to a and b. So this is one way of representation. This is another way. This symbol represents it's also equal to a, also equal to b, and all the numbers between a and b as well. Is this one? What is x is less than a. X is less than a and x is greater than b. So this is less than a and greater than b. Okay, and both the places it's not equal. So this is how it will be represented using the number line. While if you are representing using the arithmetic notation, you have to come from minus infinity to a, and then you have to say union. Union meaning that sort of plus that this is there, and then from here it is gonna go to b to infinity. So always we have the left side, the lesser number, the lower number, lower bound. Right side we have upper bound. So it is going from b to infinity, coming from minus infinity to a. Okay. So all the number from minus infinity to a and union b to infinity. Finally, this one when it is equal, what are we representing here? A and b. So this is represented as x is the element of minus infinity to a, but a is also included. Union starting from b is also included, and it is going up to infinity, which is having the open symbol. Okay.